Hey everyone, it's M4J here, and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. I nearly said the M4J network. Nope, that's a different game. Welcome back to Transport Fever 2. Welcome to the updated Transport Fever 2. This is in fact my first time playing the game since the game was updated. And I have to say, all this talk of optimizing the game and things like that, I can see where some of it is a thing. But for the most part, my game is still incredibly laggy. That might have something to do with the 26 billion vehicles that I've got operating right now. And I will, in fact, be working both on and off camera over the next few episodes to actually deal with that problem. But yeah, I'm not seeing massive changes. I think there are some, but not massive ones. I think if I went somewhere a bit quieter on the map, like over here, this actually does feel a little bit smoother. And the new vehicle models, I was asked if I wanted to upgrade some of my models when I first joined the game, and I think these here are some of them. What noise was that? She cleared her throat. Oh, lovely. Very patient. I was looking actually, is there a place where I could take this grain to have it have it transported over here, turned into food? Brought back maybe. Oh, that's new. That symbol there's new as well. There are new things. We're going to explore those as we go. First thing I want to do today, before I do anything else, I'm going to pause the game for a sec, just because I need this to run fast for what I want to do here. I just want to add an additional track. Oh, damn. I thought it was going to let me do it. I could have sworn when I rebuilt Walsall there was room here for an extra track. I just wanted to build an extra track here as a through line. For trains coming out of the depot, but that's not going to let me do it, unfortunately. But I'm liking how Walsall is working now as a station. I think that's working really well. And to be honest, I don't actually need a track as part of the station for this, do I? I've just realised I could just do it this way. Yes, I do want overhead electrification for this, because we might have electrified trains travelling through here. I just want to do... Let's just, for a second, remove this. That, I think, works well. It's a shame this isn't City Skylines, actually, because I could have used the multi-network tool to get this to work better, but it's fine. Could do that. It works. And then if I say keep no, and then we'll just add this one back in, like so. I'm then going to electrify this section. There we are. That's cool. We don't have access to all of the rails over here, which is something I feel like I need to change. It's just how. Maybe if I move this signal back and then have another crossover. I'm just looking, because from here, this would have been perfect to go straight across and then have other lines that spurred out of it. Do I waste all of your time trying to get that to work? I think the answer is no. I will do that off camera. What I will do, though, is connect up this side, because at least then we can get some trains running. Were I to go this route, of course. Let's remove that again, and then I'm going to remove this one. Yeah. TikTok. I know. Oh. Wow, those streets are new. I think I've got some new mods in here as well from the last time I played. Pre-update. Oh, that made my heart stop then. That music skip. Not a fan of that. Right, tools. And then we're going to upgrade this track here to be electrified. And then this track here to be electrified. And then this track here. This little bit here, and then these bits. And I think, I don't know if any of those are double slips. I don't think they need to be, do they? Although I feel like, yeah, I feel like they do. One of these, that one, needs to be a double slip for me. Right, so if I was to double slip you, Actually, tell you what. This is so, like, pointless, what I'm doing here. It's all because I had new trains come out a couple of episodes ago, and they took forever to actually get out on the main line. Because they were just queued. So I'm going to undouble slip that one. I think I'm also going to electrify these. Like so. And I'm going to do it up to there. And then also that one. This line here is going to become a double slip. Like so. This one. I wish the music would stop skipping. Yeah, it's very annoying. We're going to unelectrify this section here. Right, and then I'm going to double slip this, which is going to get this line working again. And then I'm going to electrify this route instead. There. Now the plan is that new trains would then reach this junction here and they would take this bypass track and divert away around the station. I can't speak now. Divert around the station as opposed to going straight through it. That is the plan. One way for this, I want the answer to that to be no. Autosig also no. I'm going to put a signal there. I'm going to put a signal just before the overhead post. Awesome. Okay. So that should now allow trains to bypass Walsall Central. Yeah, that music skip is very much annoying me. Next on the list then. This fishery, I'm tempted to connect it up just over here via a boat. And then I won't have to worry about trucks, all these trucks coming up here and causing a pain. I'm also tempted to get rid of this line here and not hook up this. Because we have steel, plenty of steel in and around Walsall now. So I'm going to remove this line next. Manage vehicles. Excuse me. Got hiccups as well. Lovely stuff. Sell all of you. I'm not going to remove the lines right now. I'm just going to remove the vehicles. Because that will stop things from running. And I believe all of these will be just fish trucks now. And you could already see how many there are on this line. 121. You can see why the game's lagging, can't you? We're not even in like the late game stage yet, and we've just got so much lag. So yeah, eventually, I mean, I could do that now as well, I suppose, just quickly. Let's do it. Cargo harbour, large, terminal 1, that's fine. I'm going to build you there. I'm then going to come down here, and I'm probably going to have to do a ton of terraforming to make this work. I'm also going to have to build a large cargo building, which it's not going to let me do. Have I seriously maxed out on the size of this building? That's insane. Because I'm pretty sure this is going to be... Oh no, maybe it's not full. How on earth then am I going to get this to work? Because I don't think I can just build this here. It has to be connected, right? To a building of sorts. So maybe it won't be there. Maybe it'll be somewhere else. Where else is near water? I mean, the one at Walsall, I suppose. That could work. It might make things a little more tricksy, but it could work. Right, new line. You up to here, and then yeah, Walsall will just say go to any. Absolutely fine. Make sure you're only carrying fish. There you go. And then at this end, just empty. Okay. Zoom in. Oh no, not autosave. Alright, Petersfield. So Walsall. Is it FI for fish? Looks like it. Ship. Yeah, gotta wait for autosave. Ah, I was hoping I wouldn't have to wait for autosave. Oh, also, me making funny noises. If you hear me jump at all, which I think I did in the last episode or the one before, I'm wearing this headset, which it's not noise cancelling as such, but it covers my ears, and I've mentioned this before. I can't hear a thing when I'm wearing this headset outside of the game. And my partner loves to play a game called Enter the Room When Mark's Not Looking, sit down next to him and see how long it takes him to notice. And she scares the absolute bejesus out of me when she does that. So if you hear me jump, it's because I've turned around and there's suddenly a person sat next to me. Yeah, that did happen last time. That did happen last time. Does that? It still goes pink when I do that. It's weird. Okay. So I'm going to assume there's a ship depot somewhere. I've also just realised that there is, in fact, a docks right there. There must be one up here, right? Yes. Excellent. Buy vehicles. Cargo. As for size, I'm not too fussed. That would work. We'll just get one for now. And we're going to stick you on Petersfield to Walsall Fish. There we go. Unpause. Now, we should start to see, I hope, fish appear over here. If not, then, yeah, something's gone wrong. Why does that make a chicken noise as well when you click on it? That's stupid. Nothing yet. And you are connected. Oh, I tell a lie. One fish. Okay. Where's your consumers? So, Rugby and Trowbridge, both of which I believe are south, I was going to say, but no, Rugby's to the north. So actually, this going north up to Walsall is even better, because it gets to Rugby faster. That's alright then, that works. Trowbridge is this way. So, that one, in theory, would be better off coming south, but yeah. There's another fishery there too. What do you know? So yeah, today's episode was actually going to be extending the railway here from Lowestoft down through... I guess we'll do a twofer. One would be from Lowestoft this way round, through Borehamwood over to Hugh-town, which I've never heard of. But I've probably turned out I went on holiday there when I was a kid or something, because that's how it seems to be these days. And then from Hugh-town, I guess we'll swing round down through Southport, and then to Withensea, I guess. I've planned all this out before and then completely forgot about it. One line's going to end up at Wokingham alongside the existing train that we've got here. This one, of course, goes up through Perth and Todmorden and places like that. And I feel like... Where's Lowestoft again? Lowestoft's there. I feel like the Sleaford line is going to end up just going to Manchester. But that does seem a bit stupid as well. Also, are you just completely clogged? No, you're just stopped. Yeah. We're not getting a huge amount of success on these services. But then adding new connections from Manchester down to, say, Thatcham might help. Or elsewhere. I think something else that's missing, something that I've not done before, which I might end up doing in this save, is actually building stations specifically for airports and not relying on buses. I think that would work quite well too. Does this show that they're carrying stuff? Or is that just... oh, it was just the bow of the ship. Okay. That's probably the dumbest thing I've ever said. Let's extend the railway anyway. Let's go from Lowestoft, through Borehamwood, through Hugh-town to Southport. And Southport might even be the terminus of that particular line. And then from... let's say Wokingham, we will span up to Withensea, and then maybe even at Withensea it'll be a Y, where one comes down through this way down to St Albans, and then eventually from Withensea it will extend up to Southport and connect with a new station over there. But let's for now just get trains running from Lowestoft down through to Southport, because I believe the trains on this line are quite old anyway, and badly in need of upgrading. Oh yes, they are indeed. Something else that I was going to do, Because right now this line branches off at Tring, which I guess is fine. But I was going to do something like I did in the north, where all trains start at Ilchester, basically, and Ilchester might even end up expanding as a result, because Ilchester gets busy, as you might be able to tell. Either that, or have the trains from Moulton continue through Ilchester, and then down through this new route. I don't know. Let's just start with the actual route first, and then we'll see what we're doing. I also want to rebuild... I guess that'll come in a future episode, to get rid of these freight platforms, and we'll have a new freight-only line like we've got elsewhere on the network, because I think those look cool. As for overhead electrification, no thank you. We do not want that around these parts. We're also going to build out and around like this. This is on a pretty sharp descent right now, but there's still quite a nice big viaduct here, which I'm kind of a fan of. I think that works fine. We will tart it up a little bit, though. And in fact, can I... actually, no, I don't need to. That's fine. Yeah, we'll tart this up a little bit. What have we got? Small arches? Medium arches? Or should we go for the big arches? Oh, yeah. I feel like it has to be big arches. Let's go for somewhat of a Great Western colour, which I think that would be. That looks cool. I like that. And then for this, we're going to go from there over to here. Like so. And then, yeah, run along parallel. Excellent. Good stuff. Right, parallel tracks is now on. And we're going to swerve around this way. There will probably be a tunnel involved in all of this, for sure. As we try and come back down to ground level. Where's elevated? There it is. Although saying that, I did want it to follow the road a little bit closer. Maybe if I just have this go straight for a little bit. Or even come around this way a little bit more. We'll have it go down like so. And then here, we will bring it round. See, look how high up that is still. I think I said this at the time, even when I built Lowestoft, was how high up the station was compared to the town below. And I like it, but man, is it going to make it tricky here to actually build anything. In that case, where's my next destination? Over there. Wow, this is going to be tricky, because I don't want to build any spirals or anything like that. That's going to be nonsense. But we need to get it sort of through and down to then go through Boreham Wood. I do think Boreham Wood might end up being, excuse me, an elevated station still. But not to the extremes of Lowestoft. But I am going to cut this. And we're going to go... For this one, I'm just going to build a railway station. I'm not going to build... let's go like this for now. Yeah, sorry. I'm just going to build a railway station. I'm not going to... passenger station, even. I'm not going to make it freight. And I'm going to build it... elevated, I guess like this, and I'm hoping that's elevated enough to get us over this road. Let's find out, shall we? Now, advice someone gave before was to leave a bit of a gap, so I'm going to do that. What on earth has happened here? The mod's letting me down a little bit there. Also, where's... Parallel tracks has disappeared. And now it's back. Okay. Right, let's keep this flat. I guess like this. And we're going to go with this style. Cool. And that's basically our datum for this. From here then we can then come along like this. You're going to just be elevated. To be honest, here we could even come close to the road again. But try and keep it up still. That looks cool. Oh, please not autosave. Oh, man. Because I can't build anything now while I'm waiting for autosave. And autosave takes a day and a half. Oh, well. We'll just sit and wait. So yeah, this game, it's been a long time since I played Transport Fever. And for a while, I'll be honest with you lot, I didn't really miss it much. I've been having such a blast playing OpenTTD again. And also City Skylines. And yeah, just didn't really... Not that I never wanted to play Transport Fever again, of course. Transport Fever 2 is a very good game and all that. But even with the announcement of the update, it's exciting. It's good to see. And so far, sort of things are better. But yeah, I wasn't hugely motivated to play Transport Fever 2 again anytime soon. But you know, every now and then you got an itch that you got to scratch, and I got the itch again. So here we are, and hopefully you guys have got the itch to watch. How's that looking? If I unbridgeify this, yeah, that's not quite what I had in mind. So I'm going to remove that, and I'm going to remove those, and that should be enough. This is a crazy section of track, for sure. There we go. And then drag you through and out like that. Excellent. Nice. Awesome. So now we're up to Bournemouth. We just got to do this side of things. Bournemouth itself, we need to connect to town, so we'll do that quickly as well. Shall I say we use something like this? I don't know how good this is going to look. Not great, I think, is the answer to that. 2-lane street with a 31 miles an hour. What's 31 miles an hour in kilometers? That's a really weird number. That must be 50, right? Because I think 30 miles an hour is 48 kilometers per hour. So it's going to be something weird like that, I'm sure. Also, I've done this in a really weird way. I'm just going to do this. Yeah, these smooth spline things, they're just not. Not even close. Okay, and then you are going to do this. I was about to say construction is possible, thank you. You're then going to come up like that. And if I do something similar this side... like that. There we are. And then I can remove that one. So I don't think buildings will actually spring up on here, which I'm kind of okay with. We'll have buses eventually running through town. Awesome. And then Hugh Town is over here, where we'll get a station in somewhere. And then Southport. Right now I'm just going to have a terminus at Southport, and I'm going to build it on a little side street just for now that runs out from here. And we'll swing you around like so. And we'll just stick you... To be honest, I kind of want you closer to the road for the landscaping. Because already you can see how mental the the landscape is here. And I don't think building it over here is going to make... Actually, there could be good. There's going to be a lot of terraforming involved, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Good to see all my towns demanding extra goods as well. That means they're growing nicely. Let's get rid of this. I think Hewtown Station is going to be like there. Like so. Cool. I guess we'll do this. We want that speed limit a little bit higher, please and thank you. It's not going to build parallel tracks right now, of course, because it's level crossing. There we are. What's that? Is that an old farmer's field? Yes. Or it's a current farmer's field. And that's interesting that it hasn't built the second track through there. That does work though. Although I feel like that's quite a steep incline. So I'm going to bring it back to here. And now we're going to go up like so. Nice. I'm happy with that. Let's build it. I will do terraforming as well. Make it look a little bit prettier. Because right now it does look a bit of a mess. And there we go. Join that side up there. And then join this side up here. And then finally, for this section at least. So we need to pass under this road, I would say. Or at least somewhat close to this road. So I think having this track here. First of all, let's bring it out and around like this. Yeah, I'm not liking this here. I'm actually tempted to build the station on the other side of this. Like, build this out this way. And then build the station. 3 platforms. Here. So it's already on the right side of the road now. And then if we do decide to have this as a through station rather than a terminus, we're technically already, you know, we have a through route that we can just build it on. That's not a bad idea. I do still want a little bit of flat land here, like so. Parallel tracks, sure. It's not done them anyway, which is great. Something about the parallel tracks tool has changed, and I don't know if I like it. Alright, so I want you out like that. And then I want to try and get another one across. Oh, there it was. There. Excellent. Cool. And then you double slip. Nice, nice, nice. And I guess from here, feel free to be a tunnel. If I bring you around like that. It's quite a big tunnel. That's fine. Where's Hewtown? Hewtown's that way. So yeah, if we come up here a little bit, we should be able to get a bridge then up and over this road. And I almost feel like bridging over here and then crossing over it again. And running along this area here. So could I do something like that? Bearing in mind there's going to be a second track. I think actually curving round this way would be better. Like this. Yeah. Or like this. So it's going to be quite a climb. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. Alright, before I do anything else, Let's get this second track in. Like so. That's a hell of a climb. Nice. I kind of like that, though. There you go. And now it's over. Oh, we do still have to keep climbing, though. Otherwise it doesn't work. Bridges, please. There we go. Let's go with something a bit more... Is there enough clearance there? Oh, it's tight, but I think it works. So we'll do it. Did I see the speed limit there was 51? I don't want it to be 51. For goodness sake. Why couldn't it be in segments again? Right. Confirm that. And then I basically just want it to go straight over this road. Like this. And your problem is a bridge pillar collision, which is fine. Let's do that type. Hang on. Alright, bring this back to there, like that. Okie dokie. Then we will bridge over this road and then immediately curve round. We'll have the bridge be straight. I'm going to turn down the frequency of autosaves because this is extreme. I don't know if I can do that from here though, or if I have to exit out to the main menu. I have a horrible feeling I have to exit out to the main menu and I don't really want to subject anyone else to that. It took me longer than usual to load into the game. That's kind of what I meant at the start by the optimization. It doesn't quite feel there for me. Some things do feel better. Some things don't. And save times, because I also did some little tweaks before I started recording and I saved the game for that as well. They didn't feel optimized at all. So yeah, it's I wouldn't say it's perfect. I'm going to go with that as a target, and then we're going to bring it round. You can see there actually, even then it's quite slow. So can I do it? Well, that's a good speed. There you go. If I did this, keep it at 75. Why is that now not bridging over? There. I can't see if that's 75 or not. I'm going to assume it is. Yes, it is. Good. Excellent. Right. Keep it as close to... Sometimes you just have to do things your way. There was no need for that road to be as twisty there as it was. Taking the mickey. Right. Now bring this round like so. Cool. Now this track here, I actually wanted to keep it elevated, or at least level. So we'll have another crack at this. If we bring it around like so, and I want to keep it as level as possible, which is all. Parallel tracks, yep, that's fine. And then here I think we could have a lovely viaduct. A lovely straight viaduct as well. Beautiful. And I think we'll go with medium arches for this one. What have we got? That looks nice. I feel like these are supposed to look different, or you're supposed to put something on them to cover that up. Probably the latter. Right, so now we've got to climb up out of town here. So if I was to do this, and then up, 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 up. Like so. And then here. Something like this, maybe. And then from here over to... Ah, yeah, no. One sec. If I do this, and then build from this side. There and there. Now that says 56, but I'm hoping that's because, yeah, because of the bridge type. Cool. And now from here, build this all the way across like so. Cool. And I think we're connected. It looks like we are. Nice. Now in the future, I think this line here would then continue down through Southport and onwards to possibly Bournemouth and then join up again to the Wokingham line, or it would head over to Withensea, or it could just end up staying a terminus and Bournemouth becomes a junction over to Withensea, and then, you know, South Woodham Ferrers, which I've also never heard of, and St Albans, which I have heard of. It's where I graduated. Yeah, I'm happy with this as a layout now. Now, the freight is going to continue to terminate here for now, so keeping that set up the way it is fine. But for passengers, they're going to continue, and so for that, I'm going to need to build these lovely signals. Auto sig, yes, 300 meter spacing, that is perfect. We're going to pop you there and hope that the others do place, which they did. Also excellent. That is a perfect spot for a signal. Look at that. If I do on this side too, and they all place, which they have, that's also excellent. And then this one should be just as you come off the bridge, which is fantastic. Big fan of that. Okay, and then, yeah, Bournemouth to Hightown. So these are 240 meter long platforms, I believe. So 300 meters would be approximately, I'm going to guess, about there. How does that line up over here? That's not bad, actually. Because then again, that signal would protect the level crossing. Good. And then the final lot, again, we're coming out of a set of platforms here, so it's probably going to be about there. One just on the bridge there, which is fine. Over here, and then, yeah, there is one just as you're coming down the slope there, which I guess is okay. And then for this one, I'm going to pop it there, but then remove that one. And the others should all place. Good, 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 good. And yeah, excellent. Right, we can start running trains now to Southport, which is always nice. Excuse me, I nearly choked on my own air then. I am going to place one of these, still one way but no auto sig, right at the end here. And then this one in the tunnel I'm actually going to get rid of. And I'm going to have this signal here be a one of these. And I'm going to move it a little bit closer to the tunnel entrance. There you go. I think that's a bit more realistic. Yeah, I like that. Alrighty. So now I'm going to take the line from Malton. Actually, which is the one that heads to Lowestoft? Wrong thing. There we go. Tring to Lowestoft. Well, I think the first thing I want to do is just get rid of this line completely. Because that's not what we want. So we're going to sell all these. Now, also get rid of the line itself. Freight operations are probably going to stay like this for now. What are you? Ilchester to Tring. You're also going to go. So Ilchester's about to get a little less busy, I would say. Because it's going to be the Malton to Ilchester line. Or Ilchester to Malton. Which is that one. You're about to get extended. Or, you know, changed. I kind of like this. Right. So we're going to start up here at Malton. We're going to go through Rochford. We're then going to come down to... How do I deselect you? I might have to just start again, to be honest. Right, Malton. Rochford twice. And then above this one, Ilchester twice. That didn't do what I wanted it to do. I'm in open TTD mode still, aren't I? There we go. And then under this one, down to Tring. And then under this one, to Stocksbridge. No, that's the wrong station. There we go. And then under the first Stocksbridge, we're going to go to Lowestoft. And then under Lowestoft, it's to Boreham Wood. Then to Hewtown. And then finally to Southport. Which is actually in the real world a Terminus 2 on the Merseyrail network, I believe. Up here at Malton, we're going to go with 1 and 2 as your terminus platforms. And then over at Ilchester. It's going to be fun. Oh, God. This is so laggy. And autosave and no. God damn it. Right. Ilchester. Platform 4. Now we got to wait a day for it to finish. Come on. We're going to have probably 3 and 5 as alternates. Although the more I'm looking at it, I think just 1, 2, 3, 4 would work better for this. So I should probably keep you on 3. I really need this autosave to go away. It's good for if the game crashes, but I'll be honest, the game doesn't crash very often. Touch wood, of course. So it's a bit dumb. Right. Platform 3 with 4 as the backup. And then on the way back, it's going to be platform 2 with 1 as the backup. And that works quite well. Yeah, now back up here to Tring, where I think it's set up correctly. It is not. On the way out it is, on the way back it is not. So, Tring. Platform 1, please. There we are. And then from here, I think everything should be fine. Wait, what are you doing? Stocksbridge on the way down. 2. Yes. Oh, that's weird. So it's got it 5 and 13, but I think that's in order number. In number order. So it's actually the other way around. That should be fine. And then at Lowestoft, yep, we're coming on the right ones. And then from there, it should be pretty straightforward all the way down. Excellent. So, you are now Malton to Southport passenger. Now, I'm going to guess that the complaint here is about trains. 19, 20, and 21. It's going to be train 19 and it has no path. That's fine. because we're going to remove all these anyway. We're going to sell them. And we're actually going to use the end of this episode here to check if our new bypass tracks at Walsall work. Because we're going to basically use this depot here as our central depot now. So let's go with... Oh, that's new. Oh, that's very new and exciting. Oh, I feel like I need to try some of these out. But where? What year are we in? 27. Why have we got BR livery in 27? I have no idea. Oh, I really want to try this out now, but I haven't electrified the route, and I'll have to redo all the tracks, so I'm going to have to come back to that. Let's go with small prairie. We'll go with something cute and cuddly. Something like this, and then passenger. We could go with the GWR carriages, but I think these are quite expensive. Yes, and they have a terrible capacity. What about the Bowen? Oh, that's even worse. We'll just go with these. 1925, so we're 2 years in with these. Capacity of 56 each. They are quite expensive actually as well. These are cheaper. I'm almost tempted to go with these then and just go with the lower capacity. 18 though, that's terrible. That's really bad. Or I go with these. I might just go with these still. So we want third class. One of those. And then one of these. So that's a capacity of 66. 60 miles an hour. I feel like I need another one of these. Because it is quite a long distance. And I'm going to get 5 of these to start with. There. And we're going to set all of these to Moulton to Southport. There we are. Now one of these is going to come out first. Let's see which one it is. It's never the first one, I've noticed. It's never train 9 in this case. It's going to be train 21. There we are. Look at that. She's a beaut. Also, we need you to run around train at the end. Excellent. Yeah, it's a pretty train. Big fan. Nice. Now, can I fast forward or is it not going to do anything? It's not. And I think it's the run round train shunt, sorry, that train shunter, yeah, that stops that from being a thing. So we are going to have to watch this in real time. Go through the station here. But, you know, it's fine. We've got some lovely sounds. You can hear the rusty track. These are nice trains. I like them. I like them a lot. And you might be able to tell I have a thing for prairies, panniers, all that kind of thing running backwards. I just think they look... tank engines as a whole, I just think look cool when they run backwards. Tender engines, though, they have to run forward. Apart from some GWRs can run backwards. I don't know if we have any over there. I need to update the sheds now because we've got more carriages and locos. I need to come in and add some more. That's why I left some of the spaces as well. So we can do just that. I'm liking the overgrown look on these tracks too. That looks pretty cool. And I'm really loving that flange over track joint sound. That's really cool. Everything's cool. We're all cool. Alright, we're almost out of the depot here. Any second now. Now would probably be a really good time to take screenshots and stuff for thumbnails, but I will do that after, if I remember. Right, coming to the end. I can't remember if we've changed tracks here or not. We probably will. Yep, there we go. I've also just remembered something really important, which I'm going to pause the game for quickly. I never actually did the sort out over here, so I'm going to try and do that quickly. So what I need is a clean run from this track here over to there. And I'm going to try and do it now. So if I was to do this, and if I was to remove that one as well, I'm hoping I can just bring it through as a clean one. Not that one, sorry. This one here. There we go. Overhead, yes. Parallel, no, but that should already be set. Oh, that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. And then this one, I'm hoping... Yeah, that's not going to work. And I don't think I'm going to be able to get it to come out of here. So maybe this one I just remove. Let's try just removing this. And then... Oh, I wasn't meant to do that. That's annoying. But that's fine, because now I can redo this. So this one here is just going to be a simple crossover now. Like so. Yeah, and then this one is also just going to be something like this. Yep. And then that is going to become a double slip. This one's going to become a double slip. And this one's going to become a double slip. Hey, it worked. Excellent. I think that actually tidies up the station throat a little bit more as well. I kind of like that. It does the same thing on both sides. We might even be able to squeeze a signal box in here now if I was to try and do that. Nope. There you go. British signal box. And then we want a GWR. What do we want for length? Oh, wow. Look, it does fit. That's awesome. We want track height. Sure. Auto for the base material. Auto for pretty much everything, I think. Because I'm pretty sure you can change these afterwards, can't you? I'm going to stick you there. And you are going to be Walsall South. And then we could probably do a similar thing on the north side. But right now, I'm just going to enjoy how this looks. The bloody autosave again. So there are a couple of points. There's that one there. That one. And then these ones that are not visible. In fact, the only one that really isn't visible is this one here. The others you'll be able to see out the side windows. That's a really loud airport. That airport, I think, is going to move as well. Because that's, yeah, not the best location for it. Alright, let's go follow the train again. And hopefully this time, it will actually use the bypass track. And then connect up to the main line and off it goes. Fingers crossed. I'm really going to turn off... Not turn off, turn down autosave. I might even see if I can do that now quickly. Because it is a little on the annoying side. Settings. Was it advanced? Yeah, autosave interval. Let's do it every half hour. That should be once an episode we get an autosave, which is fine. That's a good number. Okie dokie. Here comes train. I love the freight train there as well. That's awesome. I'm looking at the frequency here. It's every 10 minutes right now, so I might bump that to every 5. We shall see. It's also good that we've got some more modern stock running on the line, and I say that as we're in 1927. Because obviously steam powered is not modern in our perspective. Here we go then, up and over the bridge. Wow, that was loud, flange squeal. That was awful. Apologies for everyone's ears. I'm trying to remember how this works now, because we redid the lines a couple of episodes ago, didn't we? So I think this is actually going to join the lines to the right, where the really old train is operating. That I want to replace with like a DMU, single car shuttle back and forth. If we're even keeping that, we might not. Yeah, the game's still lagging. I've already got some ideas for how to solve that. So one of which, the quarry over here, I was going to replace that with a train instead of the trucks, and that will get some trucks off the road. The ship at the fishery that we did earlier on, that's going to help out a little bit as well. Just little things like that to start getting the ball rolling, you know. Right, we're on proper track now, so we should hit line speed soon. There we go, we're accelerating. Excellent. The faster we seem to go, though, the slower the game seems to run, which is interesting. I'm pretty certain it's to do with the number of vehicles that we've got operating. So we are going to start trimming back some of the vehicles. In fact, does it tell me? It does not. But there must be a way. Vehicles. There we are. We got 3,500 vehicles. And on the road, we've got 2,700. So we could definitely do with losing some. Because that's ridiculous. I'm just going to zoom out a little bit as well, because my ears are bleeding. And I apologise to all headphone users. So I have the game audio turned down for you guys. Especially when I'm editing. But even then, that's going to be loud. So, yeah. Just going to move away a little bit and hope that we use the bypass track. And if we do, that'll be really, really cool. And I'll be very happy. If we don't, it looks like there isn't much here anyway that's potentially blocking us. So, I guess that's fine still. We're not being held up by a signal, so we are going straight through. Oh, we're not taking the bypass track. Interesting. I guess it had already set its route then before we set her off. In that case, I don't need to hang around here. I can go somewhere else where the game runs a little bit smoother. That sounds like a plan, doesn't it? Oh my days. Oh, the lag. Okay. Let's just hang around at Southport for now. So yeah, off camera then, I'm going to add some bus lines to these towns. So for example, here at Southport, I'm just going to build this straight down like this. I'm going to build a bus line that loops around pretty much all the town. We might have 4 stops, 1 at the station, 1 down here, 1 down here, and actually I guess 3 stops would be fine. And we'll do the same thing at Hewtown, same thing at Boreham Wood. Lowestoft's already set up, and then we can get some more passengers running to and from, as well as adding some more trains to the line. But for now, everybody, thank you very much for watching. It's been awesome to be back. I have no idea what I'm going to do in the next episode. It's probably going to involve trying to just get as many trucks off the road as possible. So I'll warn you now, the next couple of episodes after this one, we might not see much new infrastructure in terms of like long main lines like we've built today, but we will see new railways, new trains, and the removal of trucks. And I think that will be to the benefit of everybody because, yeah, the trucks here are causing nightmares and they're dirty diesels, and we don't like dirty diesels, do we? We like the age of steam. But yeah, thank you very much everybody for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and of course if you're enjoying the series so far. Drop those comments down below with ideas for future episodes. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to the channel, thank you guys for your continued support. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and until next time, I will see you soon.